You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody, alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, is certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
Prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They go play action with Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. They'll lead to a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver to get him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Jackson running again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now an option play on second down. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense, Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The call for Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. There he goes, right side. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And some space here. Fights through it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, here's Edwards. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jack Stoll, 73 yards. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I